makes the people come together. Music. Hey, what's the name of your album? It's called Music. It's called Music. You a Madonna fan?
You guys, when I did that Madonna shit, you know, all the drag queens got to do that, you know, I was the last person they asked, of course, right? Thank you.
Wait, what?
When they did Madonna had all the drag queens on stage for Vogue, I was
never told you about that, you fucking big, plump, fat bitch. You never told me what the experience was like. I know that you didn't. You know what? You didn't even download.
No, so you get there, you're full drag, and I'm there, and I'm like, by the way, this is where the nightmare begins. It's Halloween, so let's. They said Madonna doesn't like air conditioning.
Oh, that I know.
I said, well, that's where she's wrong. You know what I mean? So hot, balmy. And I think, you know, when you're doing Tracy and Content Live, did you guys see that show? Thank you, 7 people. And we had 22 people on our tour, which I thought was like a caravan of millions, right?
A lot of people.
Bob was like, oh, on this Madonna tour, there's like 400, and most of them I've never even seen. I know, that's a crazy thing to think about, right? Ghosts, probably. So I'm waiting, and they put you in this little box to wait. You don't wait backstage, you wait so you can watch the show, which is awesome. You guys, Cliff Notes Madonna, that shit was the best shit I've ever seen. She sang live, 60 whatever, she danced the entire time with a knee brace on, which I was like, representation, you know.
40 years of hits.
She played the guitar live, and I could tell because it was live. And she sang live, and it was like, wow, she is doing the thing she invented that now all the girls do. It was amazing. And then Vogue starts, right? And this big dais on stage starts turning, and her daughter is the DJ in the middle, and then all these things, they're gonna get gay chills. So it's a spinning dais, and all these faggots in these outfits, and they're like posed, and then the music starts, and they also, the dais spins, and they're all posed, and it's like spinning slow motion. It was so cunty, and I was so wrapped up in it, and like I was so blacked out, like gooning on Madonna. I was like, you know, like I had the gas mask with the popper, you know, it was. Hey guys, turn to the girls next to you and explain to me. But it was well, did she smell like singing? They grabbed my hand and walked me through the crowd. She was a lady when I love you, when she touched you. Yes. So they bring you on stage, and the daughter comes out, and Bob, the drag queen, pulls out a chair, and you sit right next to her. And she is in the full Madonna hair and makeup with the microphone body pack on because that whore is really singing. And she does this whole number with you, and she's this close, singing Vogue. And I was like, this is the gayest thing that has ever happened. And now, most of you won't know who Madonna is, but you old Twinkie 90s faggots, I know that they are. It was really awesome, and I'm really glad. It actually made me, when Cyndi Lauper asked me to come DJ for her now, I was like, well, I have to because these divas are real deal.
Yeah, they're about to,
you know. Because the divas have like, do you want to come see my show? The song is like, because the younger kids, their ears were so blown out. Millennials' ears and holes were blown out by like Christina, you know, like, but now the whole singers are like, you know,
they put their vibe in with it.
It's a vibe, which is valid.
Yes.
But let me know, maybe I'm a faggot, I like a strong beat and a woman screaming, you know what I mean? Could you imagine? I can dig it. The club music now of the pop girls, it's this heartbeat with all these snares, and if you like are just strong enough to lay on the subwoofer, you can hear like the girl, I was at that DJ gig. I was like, I was at that DJ, oh my Christ, and I was so short. Oh no. How do you do it? And I was at that DJ gig, and this guy came up and said, I knew I was getting lit because the barber walked by with one of those remotes and turned the fake candles on. I was like, ooh, right? Amazon, and like, I'm a team leader. And then this guy comes up and goes, can you play some
what kind of dirt Lee Daniels had on Glenn Close to make her do that movie? Because I want to know when that bitch looked. I mean,
it's fun.
I guess. You know what? I think it's probably like. I think in her mind she was like, well, those fucking Academy pieces of shit didn't give me my Oscar when I really deserve it, so I'm gonna just go way out in left field and swing big. You know what would be the gag though? If she won an Oscar for the
Let's do it.
And then the clip that they play when they're announcing all the nominees is like, I can smell your ass. She said it in
Well, we didn't say it. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Nobody was there. We didn't say it.
It was cunty. You know, I love those sharp little teeth. I love it when everybody's teeth are really sharp.
Absolutely.
Like, you know how vampires only have the two sharp ones? I like it when all the teeth are sharp.
The main actress name is, I think it's Audrey Day, right? And she's so fucking beautiful, right? And there's a part where the kid, the possession, and she's like, all right, I'm gonna unpossess exercise. I'm gonna exercise. So she stands over the explode. Everything's fine. Remember when I did not have panties on? I did not have much tights on. It looked crunchy peanut butter, like lumps. And the table was like, yeah, whoa! And I said, you better donate money and I'll do it. But it was for this, the exercise act. So she's up with the body and she uses like the power of Jesus to speak in tongues or whatever. I don't know. It's like, oh God. I'm scared to talk about it. Remember the keepers? I'm gonna go missing. So they're over the body and she just goes like skibbity and then the exorcism.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's great. It's, you know,
I just want more.
You want more than everybody speaking in tongues with every sharp, all them sharp teeth?
Yeah, but speaking of, well, I don't want to say that Christian stuff is fake, but I just have to tell you, one of my friends who was really religious, I said, he said, I used to do the speaking in tongues thing. I said, you did? Did you get nervous for like your performance? You know, like, because if you're not moved by the Spirit, and the whole congregation says you have to be, you probably go up there and you're just like, bye, bye, bye. I don't know. I would be very Drag Race team when they don't know the words. I'd be like, moving over the face.
I would probably get so nervous I busted into the Whitney Houston acceptance speech like, Donna, Pat, Lord, shit, I would just go for that. You guys know what stand by, you know? What would you do if Jesus came back and wanted to fuck you? But he was so ugly.
Jesus was seen in Ohio.
In Ohio!
You guys are
He was in Ohio, he hunted his grandma was 40 days. I still cannot get over this Gen A fucking weird ass bullshit. Do you know that? I didn't know that.
I just feel like we used to be young in drag, and I feel like we blinked. And now the baby drag race queens are like, I grew up watching you. I'm so nervous to meet you. And I'm like, put me in the goddamn rocker and throw me off the fucking cliff. What are you talking about? I used to watch in middle school, and I'm like,
No, yeah. Just to watch while my mom was breastfeeding me. At which point I take out my dentures and throw them at the kid.
I do want to go.
Good bigger pussy is really
Can you really say? Are you hearing? Well, it's hold on. Well, I put some of my weight back on, thank you. And everyone keeps telling me how happy and healthy I am. When you look happy and healthy, well, thanks, bitch, I feel unhappy and unhealthy now, bitch.
You look like you're enjoying yourself in the kitchen.
And I don't want to be super rail thin again, because, you know, look at me.
Well,
thank you so much. I'm gonna lay in this bowl and you guys are gonna throw the dirt on me. Thank you. Wouldn't that be spooky?
what?
If I die. Wouldn't it be spooky if I die? Like, what if, I'm not saying dying is funny, but what if in the middle of this fucking show, you just be like, Trixie, hello? And I just was in this, you know.
What? So you start speaking in tongues, I have a heart attack, and then you just float up to heaven. That would be cunty. Well, how you have to choose a way to be murdered. What would it be? Well, brutally murdered.
I don't know if this counts as murder, but I saw Beetlejuice. Did you guys see
Yeah,
that? The part where she used the two snakes by her neck. I thought that was fun.
that was fun.
And then you get to like a pretty ghost with like, blood, you know.
But do you want the agonizing like pain of the venom like killing you? Because I think that's quite a quick death.
She died quick. I mean,
Well, that was
I don't want the carbon monoxide.
Oh, that's what I was gonna do.
Girl,
But that's not murder.
no, you don't. Do you know what the body looks like?
Oh, I don't care what it looks like.
Tell her what the body
What
looks
is
like.
the body like?
Anybody a healthcare professional knows about carbon monoxide poisoning? Hold on, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Everyone shut up, this is Dr. Good Medicine Woman. Okay, so I will find your screen. What happens to the body? When you find the body, what does it look like? If you say dead too, I'm fucking hurt. I will pump carbon monoxide into this fucking room. Do it. She says do it. No love for the claw. Okay. No, shut up. She raised her hand flag and they teach that in medical school. Sit down. Do it. You will have your chance for a rebuttal later. We will get to you next. Because we will have more medical questions. So what happened? What happens?
All red dots.
Yeah.
Like chicken pox? Chicken pox?
No, very bright, like cherry red, like swollen, not good.
After death.
Yes. You don't just look like you went to sleep. You looked wrecked.
So what you're worried about is your open casket funeral.
Well, and I'm not doing an open casket. I'm just not. I'm not even doing the burial. I'm just not like
I'm doing that thing where I'm getting towed by a helicopter, but it keeps spinning so fast. I can't get enough of that. I wanted to like go around. I wanted to go until the walls like runs out of gas and the pilot dies too. That would be weird.
I'm gonna go down to the DC Discovery Zone to the main event. I'm gonna get in that thing they put the vest on you and it just goes around. Or I'm going down to Pink's concert. Na, 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 na. That's even better. You guys, like, she just keeps on
She
going.
just flew through the arena, across the 405, again the 110, and she just lands right in your backyard, dead as a doornail. What's she doing with the body?
Well, I think she, the girls kind of compete with each other. I think she probably saw Katy Perry sing in the toilet and was like, I'm gonna switch things up. You know what I mean? She should dress as one of those sticky hands. Like,
What are you gonna make for Halloween this year, honey?
well, I have Halloween costume. I almost wore it tonight.
Oh.
Oh, this isn't good enough? I don't need it. Oh my god. Elegant gowns. I'm surprised they do. I thought These people live in Baltimore. This is all they have.
I think I saw my dress pattern. Very, very elegant. You can just be in my dress.
I have a case question.
Good night.
Okay, yes. So you know, a lot of the men and women who do drag are anatomically there are penises involved.
I am aware.
So you've never been a naked drag queen, neither am I.
Excuse me? I haven't been a naked drag queen on stage.
Right. But I'm always marveling at like the naked gymnastics girls. The confidence to go on stage wearing a piece of tape. I'm always like,
Yeah, you want to talk about faith in God? How about faith in 3M adhesive? Like, I recently saw a clip of Sonique do now she's wearing about a quarter-inch of spandex, and maybe like a quarter of a yard and a quarter of an inch thick.
Oh yeah.
On her naked, fucking glistening, hot, perfect body. You know, she does a flip-flop and lands in a straddle split, and then twerks her ass in the full 180 split.
Yeah.
And there ain't nothing untoward coming out to scare the children at all. It is like
the costume is, you know when you wash a hoodie and you lose that string? That's what she's wearing.
it's like, what is the level below dental floss? It's like so crazy. It's really wonderful. It's really inspiring.
It is, it really is.
That's intelligent design.
It is.
That's intelligent design.
I just, even if I had that type of body like Sonique, which I do, and even if I had the confidence and all that, or no, even if I had the body and the material, I don't know if I would ever not be scared that these naked performers perform with absolute confidence. If I was naked and it was just tape, I would come out like, ooh baby, I'm worth it.
You'd be like, scared. You're like, let's go, girls.
Because even in drag, like with all the tights on, even then I clearly I can't keep, you know.
So you were serving a particularly interesting Reddit thread the other day that I want you to tell me about.
Okay, so when I was on my break, you guys, I took a break from socials, it was amazing, it was like being in the Matrix, love it. I came back, it's still crazy, what a mess. But I stayed on Temu, stayed on Reddit, and one of the Reddits I followed was, Am I Ugly? Be Brutally Honest. And there was Reddits that are like, what do you like about me? Well, there's Reddits that are like, draw me, where you just, you know, people post a picture and people say, I love your hair, I love your lip shape, whatever. This one is, Am I Ugly? Be Honest. So it's either hot, wet, tits, OnlyFans, and they're just like, they're fishing for subscribers. Subscribers. So they're pretending to be like, I can't tell if my huge double G tits are big enough. Yeah. 8-inch diameter glass of hot up the butt. Am I hot? But some of them, which is
like how a pussy and their legs are spread like that. Right. With a can light directly into it.
Right. You can just see the lungs, like it's all up there. Naked people. You know what I love about this era of porn? My dong can just go to the person.
Your dong?
My dong. Your dong. Back in the day, you don't know if that naked man or woman ever got $500 a day, $100 with like a pay for play. You're like, hello man, here's that money.
I know. From the comfort of their own homes, they used to have to drive to San Diego.
Oh, they got their own porn there. This is where you draw the line. I'm sorry. They work for the porn studios.
You know what I've been into, like almost exclusively into? I think I've been this in terms of like observing sexual acts that are filmed on camera. Guys eating girls' pussies.
Yeah.
I love it. I really love when they like just like fucking go in there, like the whole country away. erotica. It's really cool. And we were vibing the other night about porn, and we were both of the opinion that we don't really like when it's like a rough kind of thing, you know, like when it's like a forced, fake scenario, obviously, but I'm in the kiss and hug. I just want gentle, like, I want, like, you know, syrupy French vanilla, like,
Right.
you know, like, yeah, like, so passionate, but like, you know, I don't want to watch murder. I mean, I do, but not in the porn.
Right. Well, and then it goes back to like a lot of times in the straight porn, I feel like for a while the pussy was not getting ate. It was not getting ate in the straight porn. It was mostly, I'm gonna choke you, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, in the straight porn, the woman, I'm like, is she okay? I feel like, you know, if her eye has popped out, it's on the bed. You know,
It's like, wait, is that the girl on my milk carton?
it's like, what? And you can't even look for her because you don't have a real name. Like, she's gone.
Speaking of gratuitous violence, I have to tell you guys something that I recently did. I watched a major motion picture that has changed my life, and I encourage you all to see it because it could definitely change yours as well. Has anybody seen the Terrifier movie? Living the moment. Mary, I went to this, you know, our little friend Joseph brought me to a sneak peek a week before it came out. There was a long, like huge, like they were like this, just as big, packed with a bunch of psychotic people, psychos, and the shit that goes on in this movie. I won't spoil it. I'll spoil one little thing, and you just cover yours if you don't want to hear it. That fucking faggoty clown, he stuck a chainsaw up a guy's ass. And the entire audience nearly gave it a standing ovation. It was like, every time they went there, this is like the goriest, most sadistic, bloodiest, disgusting splatter kind of horror. And every time there was a giant kill set piece, people were like, it was like, I don't know, best picture at the Oscars. They were like laughing and crying. It was amazing.
That's good.
Do you like that kind of stuff?
I don't. You know what happened during my break? I started watching the news every day.
Oh, jeez.
I know.
That was worse than the Terrifier.
I didn't want person to say boo. Thank you. But it made my tolerance for like media that is like very low because I woke up this morning and saw the news. So now I'm just like, now I want like, you know, Penelope or Madeline, but that pig nose bitch. You know what I mean?
Did you haven't seen The Substance yet either, have you?
I've been working. Also, I'm not going to the movie theater. So I love everyone.
I don't like going in the theater.
Not anymore. Not anymore. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much.
You don't like sharing special moments with strangers? You don't like reveling in the magic of the cinematic form of your fellow men?
They always make me feel.
You don't like sound that you can feel? You don't care about magic, do you?
The only time I feel we come to this place for magic is when I'm in, like on the couch, wrapped in a blanket, naked, alone, watching a film. That's where we come to this place for magic. Like Uber Eats gets to the door, I open it naked. You know. No, I don't get down with that anymore.
Have you had sex
I'm
with a
ready.
refrigerator?
What?
Have you had sex with a refrigerator?
By the way, not as laughable as you think, because they've certainly fucking tried. The Uber drivers,
I wish they would try on me. I think I'm too ugly.
oh no, you just can't wear this. But they sometimes they do the thing where they look in the eyes in the mirror and they're driving, but you know, they haven't looked at the road in 90 seconds and they're like, if I show you my pussy, will you look at the road? You know?
That's dangerous, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I want myself. You know what? It's a bittersweet thing because, you know, almost like I would say 85% of the Uber drivers that I book happen to be Russian speaking, usually Armenian. And those men are typically, just to broadly stereotype a whole people, Armenians are kind of, they tend to be approachable sometimes. You know, they're like a little mean looking, but I crack their shell. And then the ride is like over 20 minutes. But we're like best friends because we're speaking Russian, we're vibing, it's got kind of a little camaraderie thing. But I was too afraid to like tip it into the.
Or are you gonna drag or no? But doesn't it I feel like it's probably true. Like in LA, I never get a gay seeming Uber driver.
I've never had a fucking faggot Uber driver either.
No.
But you know what though? Thank God, because gay people can't drive.
That's okay, they can't drive. So on top of that,
What is that?
well, I'm trying to get my license again right now.
I'm
Look
going
at
to take this for on some driving lessons.
Yeah.
I never took driver's ed, by the way.
Yeah. She got rid of a Range Rover, so we're gonna go on whatever heap of shit she has now. But
10 to.
gay guys especially, are just not who I would trust for a lot of shit. Like in Palm Springs when I was there, it was the fire department was there because it was the Grand Marshal Parade, and the whole fire department, and the whole fire department was. And I was like, you're telling me that these faggots are gonna run into a burning fucking building? Oh, it's smoking. Like, no, they're not. I don't know what they're. That's dangerous. Give me the number for the lesbian fire department, that will get fucking done. Okay, no building. They're gonna stay up mornings, you know.
That's how every gay guy
It is.
What are you doing?
I'm so over the progressiveness of media. Like we've seen the daily earnings. We've seen. I want to go back to '90s turtleneck, like Will and Grace gay on TV. Yeah. Or like honey, those drinks. You know.
Everybody wears turtlenecks. They're decentralized. Their bagotry is ramped up to 12.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my God, that jacket, those shoes, you ugly bitch.
Right. Well, it's like I'm Will and Grace. The only thing about it I don't like is on Will and Grace. The constant, like Jack to Will is like how fat they are,
Which is insane because nobody on that show is even like a pound overweight.
they just look happy and healthy.
Yeah. I'm just so happy.
Just so happy. Yeah. Fina was zipping into this corset. She goes, "When's the last time you wore this?" I said, "Shut the fuck up, bitch." You can cue the track. Would you die when you said a song but I didn't tell you about
You started a 35-minute set.
Some say love. Do you guys, I don't want to be corny, but do you guys get into hairspray here or you're over it? You're over it? It makes me feel good because I wonder if you guys are like, oh, stop talking about it, you know.
You know, I met John Mars, and he gave me a. You guys remember, but way back on season 7, he was guest judge, and I believe I won the challenge. No, Ginger. No, wait. I think we were at the top. Me and Kennedy, we did this, the please join. And he came backstage, and he was so I adore him.
You got to meet him?
Yeah, he came
Do
backstage.
you remember who else was there?
Who was that?
Remember who else was there?
What?
Do you remember who else was there? I was also there, bitch. For my own fucking people.
I swear to God, I thought you were going home and not oh, you weren't there.
Yeah. Well, you know, I guess it wasn't memorable. Hit the track.
Oh my God, wait, I have been doing something I never in a million years thought I would do. My fucking nasty bloodshot booting eyeballs are glued to the TV screen with Global All Stars. I don't really pay attention to what's being said online. I'm not really in the discourse online about the show. I'm just like enjoying it from the comfort of my little sewing studio. Me and my studio mate every fucking
The drag queens on drag, we love to call it their eye-popping day looks. Because at the airport, we'll be detoxed with like a green bowl cut, no eyebrows. Like, ooh.
This is like Barney Fife goes to Fire Island. Like she is bald-headed, shiny bald-headed, wearing a half sequin, half mesh, like skin tight shirt with sequin fringe slacks. And she's just like with those eyebrows, and I'm like, what is your gender? It's so weird. It is so crazy. They're going all, like over the top. I never thought about bringing like a wardrobe for the boy part.
The girls now are like, all right, what story am I going to tell with my H&M t-shirts? It's
She walks in that workroom and I'm like,
can I just say, can I just tell you, when we were on Drag Race, the clothes I brought were just clothes. I didn't think about it.
sweetie,
I didn't think about it.
it took me about 12 minutes to pack, but you know what I have to say? I wore some very unmemorable piece of shit clothes, most of them from Target, but I watched an episode of All Stars 2. I'm going to give myself a little bit of credit right now. My skin,
You don't even know what she was going to say.
I never wore makeup in the workroom at a drag ever, because I don't know how to do that. My skin looked amazing. Give her a rewatch. You'll see what I'm talking about. I had very, very not a lot of hair. And what hair I did have was very questionably styled, but the face was just wow.
You look
It was
great.
really great.
You are, and your eyes are so blue. Like, you really look great on camera.
Thank you. Anything else you want to say?
Well, I mean, you're just gorgeous.
Wait, do you think my eyes are blue? I think they're green.
We can't do this anymore. Oh my god, look at her outfit, work bitch. It's so very nice, I like this little Victorian doll floating. I was like, okay. She's so cute. Love that. I watched All Stars on TikTok recently. You came up on my TikTok, and it was you talking to Fifi O'Hara. You don't remember this. I already told her about it. There's this part where like Fifi O'Hara is trying to show America that she's not the old Fifi. And I like to play with that. And she's thinking, and you walk up to her and you're like, well, I just hope the old Fifi doesn't come back. Or something like that. Psychological warfare.
Yeah, I recently started rewatching it. I gotta say, it was the best season of Drag Race. It was. In terms of the runways, Alyssa's Global All Stars runways got me thinking, I was like, oof, I hit and I missed. When I hit, I really hit.
You did.
And when I missed, ooh, I really missed. Really? Oh, yeah.
What do you not like? You guys all like it.
The future of drag. Why in the future does everybody have a black tire for a hair? That. My closing, my finale look, unspeakably ugly. And it's okay. But
You run out of outfits.
I didn't have any money. I was just off the season and I had to make all that shit myself.
I know, it's hard. I went Drag Race in those flat yellow cowboy boots. I swear to God, her boy handed me the scepter and didn't want to let go. I was like, I'm not having the shoes, bitch. Give it to me. Thank you.
But the outfits these girls are coming out, on the regular seasons, and especially on the All-Star seasons, I'm like, what fucking alternate universe are these queens operating in? Mary, if I walked into an All-Stars workroom with plastic, I would put a gun to my head and just roll it right down. I would
Sometimes fans, I think fans don't always know how we met. So sometimes fans will be like, I wish you guys could do Drag Race together. I'm like, we did. We did. And didn't really go well for either of us. So, but I think she and I don't even aspire to that level of drag. And B, my customer gave me a look. Do you think I would call her and say, I need you to grow limbs, employ 12 other people, lose 6 months of your life, and make the best thing? No.
That's why I'm going back as Gwen.
Yeah.
It's Gwen, baby. I want that bar that has been set so unattainably high. going to make that bar plummet to the depths of Ross Dress for Less, Payless Shoe Outlet, Jersey Knits, brushed linens, beige khakis, kitten heels with a toe buckle, flat wigs, unstyled, hard front, no lashes, and just a little bit of lip gloss. But you gotta sell it. You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it. When you get to the end, you look at Ruth Michelle and you go, and you remember this picture like, I am walking down this runway and it is burnt to a crisp. It's burnt this runway. Woo! This runway is destroyed by my glamour. Hey.
I do think the creativity on those voiceovers are sometimes they're like, I'm giving blonde hair realness, that's a blonde wig, bitch. It's just,
It's like for the blind. Well, they really, I just
it's like I have pantyhose, a 2.5-inch black heel, a dress, and a wig.
This is what your runway description should be. I walk out on the runway with this beautiful pink and leopard gown. Oh, and my crystal jewelry is really shining. My glitter shoes are stoned. And my blonde hair is so damn blonde. Oh, shit. I really don't like when they do too much money or they do like a character. I really don't like.
I hate when the pageant girls do this a lot. I think I should see that. They don't do that. But when the pageant girls do this thing, like if my mark is over there and they have a dress, they'll walk, right? And it's usually pointing, right? When they hit their mark, they will look down at the shoes in the dress for a while, fix them all, think about their grocery list, think about their taxes, and then finally, it's like, what were you looking at, bitch?
It's like they're trying to like rev the chainsaw thing of their body.
Yeah, they're like, hit it, look for a while. Oh, that's about my leg, okay. What about this? My toes, what about my knees?
It's true. I want to do it. I think they're kind of every month the producers from Drag Race that I'm kind of judge, I think they're chipping away at me, and I fear that I might give in to going back on one of the all stars. I would be happy to be eliminated first or second. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I honestly don't give a shit because I don't really want to be there.
You know what I mean? Like, what they do, like, on Top Chef and stuff, this is like, I don't know if this is widely known, but like, cooking shows with celebrities, mass scene type of shows with celebrities, they'll book celebrities and then makers should go, oh, she has a movie in January, so she has to start singing bad week 3. Like, they will pre-plan when people go home. So maybe you can go and be like, listen, my drag's gonna get awful week 3, so.
Yeah, like, I have 4 good outfits and a really important dentist appointment. So that's just, yeah.
Or, you can, as soon as you don't like your outfit, just start crying and leave the competition.
Yeah, like, have a cracker.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Not funny in Baltimore. Too real. I walked around the city today and I went and saw some things, okay? I went into a coffee shop and this really older gentleman,
Really older?
really, timeless? I don't know. He was pitched over completely, and then when he did look up, mouthful of blood. I was like, oh, wow. You have some red lipstick on your teeth. Oh, blood. Okay, wow. But you know, I'm tired of people bad mouthing They've shown like all different types of drag. Like the one type of drag that they haven't really shown that's like a staple in gay club world is, you know, there's the showgirls, and then there's this brand of like cross-dressing that's usually
Tiffany Club?
yeah, it's usually heterosexual men.
Yeah,
like,
it's your Uncle Bob's hobby.
right.
Yeah.
Or they're married and maybe their secret thing is to go out like, you know, as a doll, as one of the dolls. And it's usually like bootcut jeans,
A camisole.
a camisole, long hair, and it's like 7 p.m. and they are stone cold sober on the dance floor like this with lasers.
Yeah. Or they really like splurge on a pair of 3-inch heels at Payless. They
Yeah.
got the selfie stick in their kitchen and they're like,
Yes, wow.
that's furious.
I want that represented. And then also, a lot of times these people,
Challenging the sitting process again.
a lot of times these people, it's about sex to them, but for us drag queens, most of us are just there to work. So we're like, how are you doing? And they'll be like, you look really pretty tonight. And I'm like, oh gosh, you gotta make this pervy. I'm just a girl.
No, I'm ready to go back to that. I'm
Right.
serious. I'm ready to re-sexualize my drag.
Well, do you remember when there was a time when the dolls had their Jada Essence voice to do this, they had their tiptoe look, and then so after she take off the gown and everything, she would have on like the real girl wig, the jeans, and like the baby fat with like the real girl purse, and go to the bar, and it was always like,
They call it the tiptoe.
are you going to the bank, girl?
I love it because I think about burgling. You know what I mean? Like the tiptoe look. It's like that. This is the look I put on when I try to burgle people's house.
I'm gonna go sit at the bar now.
Ooh, we should get into theft. I know.
Very sexy.
Very simple. These days it's hard, at my age and all the things going, oh my god, my dress keeps shedding all these very,
I got a funny story
cheap
about
looking studs.
I got a great update on my mom, Val. You guys know Val? Yesterday she said, hey, I need a little, she's throwing a party for my aunt who's just turning 60. So I was like,
Your aunt
who just turned 60? So I said, Mom, don't dip into your savings. Anything you need for the party, let me know. And she's like, well, to be honest, I could use $100. And I said, okay, great. But I guess I forgot to send it yesterday. The text I woke up to from my mom was verbatim, I thought you were going to send me $100. Not good morning. Now, hey, I'm just thinking, nothing important. She's like, I thought you were going to send me $100.
You ungrateful sack of shit.
This is where, I don't know if you guys know, an English teacher came out when I was on break, and so, Shazam! I was just happy because in TV world, all the drag queens are represented as like, love yourself, girl, be true to yourself, and tree on your fierceness, diva. And when I read the script, I was like, oh, this drag queen's a criminal. Oh, he said, oh, is a kleptomaniac who vapes? And I was like, do you need someone's phone number? But I text my mom, hey, I'm going to be on English teacher on FX. It's a half-hour comedy, and I know you have that channel. It's on Thursday or whatever. And she texts back, interesting.
I watched the whole episode. You take credit.
Thank you.
And I was like, when you appeared in the gymnasium with those boys and those giant big tits, I was like, what in the world is going on in this scene? I was a little worried.
Grooming. It's grooming.
It was giving groomer. It was giving groomer.
Well, I love it. I love in TV and film, whenever there's drag, the secret to any situation is to cross-dress.
Of course, I mean naturally.
The government, the state won't let you see your kids become an old housekeeper.
Yeah. They won't take you seriously as a journalist. Girl, get dragged.
Yeah. Or like, I finally watched Some Like It Hot. And the reason you cross-dress is to like play the clarinet. I was like, damn. If you play the clarinet, you probably already have a wig in the gown. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I think it would be funny if we had to get in drag, but we were already in drag. Like we had to put like a fake mustache on like this, and then like behind our fake boobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I would do, like the breastplate, then the binder.
Victor, Victoria, Victoria, Victor.
Yes, I'm gonna tuck and then wear like a catheter. Yeah, and then wear a gap. And then,
With a strap on.
yeah, oh, I guess that's it. Yeah.
I mean, how many levels do you want down there?
I think it would be my act. It would be like da-da-da-da-da. This would be my act if I did drag. I just said that would be my act if I did drag.
You know what? You know what I want to do? This is what I want to moonlight as, because I think I need a part-time gig because I'm getting a little lazy at home. I want to be a whistleblower, but not for like the government. I want to like do it for the guys on Instagram who wear fake dicks. And
The problem is once you watch one, you'll keep getting suggested them.
Mama, what do you think is happening to me? What do you think has been happening to me for the past 18 months? Why do you think I have this idea in my head? Because I need to know the truth, I need to out these scammers, and I need the world to know that they're perpetrating fraud. Perpetrating a fraud at the expense of my easily peaked erotic desire. They're in Home Depot with a dildo in their sweatpants, and they are in jail.
Which they get like the rubber Timu dick, and then they put it next to their real dick. So what do they do with their real dick?
I don't know, but I'll find out once they're behind bars. I think we need to let go of all the criminals in jail and put these guys in their place. You fucking fake, gay-baiting, dildo-wearing fuck faces, I'm coming for you. And I'm coming for you with a team of investigative journalists.
You know who else is gonna get it? The people with the OnlyFans who just post like a butt picture once a month.
Only once. Go shame on me.
Go ahead.
You know, at a certain point, I do have to accept responsibility, because as the saying goes, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me about 85 times, and $6,000 later, I need to go to sex ed.
When you take a while,
I mean, I appreciate the hustle. I don't love skating.
yeah.
You know, there's a difference.
I think they're honestly what's overdue is some kind of like Dateline, Larry King, like deep dive about like, are you fucking in the OnlyFans or not? Or is it just like, I was my dog, my girl showed me this.
Well, I do think that the people that I take umbrage with particularly are the liars. You know, because if you're shrouded in mystery behind a paywall, well, it's at the consumer's expense. If they want to take a chance to discover there might just be a bowl of raisins back there, you know, or a man gaping his asshole, you know. But it's the people who advertise the hot, pulse-pounding, DP extravaganza never before seen by human eyes. You will come so hard, you're gonna have to repaint your living room walls. And then the video is $25.99 and it says it's 16 minutes long, but you pay that money and you click on that video and it's about 15 minutes of black with 1 minute of them doing this. I've been burned so many times.
You should do like you remember Super Size Me, like a catfish documentary? You should do a documentary about the people who are not in fact fucking.
Yeah, and I want to bust into their apartments with a battery and ram with cops.
Right. Yes. Law and Order SVU. That was on at the hotel today. I hadn't watched that in so long. It was so good. I didn't know how good it was. I was so invested. Girl. And that music, like you want to talk hit the track, like dun, dun, na, 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 I found myself like rapping over it, so I was like dun, dun, na, 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 sex. I was like, making up lyrics. And I'm gonna tell you this, they don't pay Mariska, what's her name in the show? Whatever. They don't pay her enough, because in one episode she was like kidnapped, go to her head, and then she went home to her mom's apartment. I was like, girl. I don't think she should get an award. And then of course the Chris Maloney thing is so hot, right? Like I would hope to get Violet to meet him in that universe, you know what I mean? I would make up like, I'm just a woman running, you know? Somebody looked at me and hi Chris Maloney, you know, I would be a repeat fake offender.
Yeah, I've been so injured, the only way to cure me is to sit on my face.
Right. I know.
Wait, I want to ask you, so when you were gone, on the pod, I came up with this Jane Lipton-esque question that I want to ask you. If you could become fluent in a foreign language by chopping off one of your fingers, would you, and which language would you do?
Wait, I saw that James said ASL.
That woman gave me the ball so hard, and she was like, she makes me look like fucking Goody Proctor. She had her fucking pussy all out, and she looked like, oh, it was so fun.
You know, can I tell a story out of school? Oh, I reached for the mic stand, it's not there. Can I tell my number? Give me the mic stand. My song. Thank you. I went to see, during my break, right when the break started, I went to see James in Little Shop of Horrors. You guys know she's. And she played Audrey, literally sang the number in like original key, and then she just played a girl. Although if you think of the character as trans, it's like, oh, some of the lyrics, I'm like, wow, he makes you feel like a woman, this is so beautiful. Of course, they all get rid of me. And I went to see her in a show, and I sent her flowers for opening night, and I didn't know if they arrived because I never heard anything about them. Don't record this. I'll record this, you massive faggots, dude. I can see you, bitch. Put the goddamn phone on. Here we go, bitch. Don't do it all. Okay, I'm not gonna tell her because she's holding the phone. She's ruining her phone for everybody.
I just want some piping hot tea.
Well, I think boundaries with performers and audiences are clear, but
Boundaries when your pussy is literally out of the
anyway, I went and I couldn't help it. I went to the show and I was like, you were so good, you were so amazing. Did you get my flowers? And she was like, yeah. And I said, we didn't say anything.
You know what, though? I'm gonna fight you on that. Because let me tell you something. Say I'm starring in a Broadway show. I got legs that go all the way up. I got a voice that Celine Dion would be jealous of. I got beautiful long hair that Naomi Campbell would envy. I'm doing a great job. It's my first night. You know what I don't want cluttering up my dressing room? A bunch of fucking flowers. You know what I would love instead? An envelope filled with cash. That's just me, though. That's just me.
But I feel like she's being passionate. And that's like her job's thing. I should give her flowers. And it's Little Shop of Horrors, flowers.
Yeah, I know, my God. It's very sweet of you. You always
Well, I thought so too.
What's the worst birthday present you've ever received? From a loved one.
The worst? I didn't really. You know what I did this year for my birthday? Because I was on break. I get all these texts on my birthday and I don't always respond because I get texts on my birthday and I respond. This year I sat and I had my friends drop me off alone at a hot plunge, cold plunge place, and I just responded, thank you everyone. Yeah.
That's wild.
Because all these people text me and I text no one on their birthday. Isn't that horrible?
No,
I'm trying to be grateful. Like, thank you,
I actually think, I don't know, I don't respond, I always appreciate the sentiment, but when, if you're texting, the only time you text me is on my birthday, don't bother. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Like, it makes me feel bad because I'm like, oh shit, you're texting me on your birthday. I don't even know yours. Damn, you know what I mean? It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't know, ever since Facebook, ever since I got logged out of Facebook, I can't get back in. I don't know anybody's birthday. I don't know anybody's birthday. I can't get into Facebook. I can't log in. I don't know how. I don't know how. You have to send like your 23andMe, your birth certificate, a query. You have to pass a query. Then you have to have 3 letters of recommendation. You have to have 8 by 10s of your entire immediate family. You have to have all the previous addresses you've lived and the places you've worked at in order to get the CAPTCHA to get into the login to Facebook. It's crazy.
But let me ask you this. the fuck do you do on Facebook, bitch?
Just to know people's birthdays.
When people send me like things, videos from Facebook, I feel like I'm helping a refugee. I'm like, we can get you out of here. Although I do hear that Facebook Marketplace is lit.
Yes. Oh, to that point, if anybody has the scoop on a California king bed frame under $1,000 that is a little medieval looking, please get in contact with me. It's been a struggle.
It's hard.
It's been a struggle. Ask me if I've had any good sex lately.
Have you had any good sex lately?
No.
That's tough. Well, I guess we have some Q&A.
Okay, please. You guys are always so wonderful. Your curiosity into our lives is always very flattering
and chilling. Sometimes they know a lot.
Okay, so Dottie from Washington, D.C. wants to know, what should my senior quote be? I would say, get the money first.
I think, my goodies, Sierra.
Let's go.
Fergie, people in the place. Love that.
Yeah. Who is the Joker and who is the Harley Quinn in your remake of Joker, Holy Under? Oh, by the way, I know nobody cares, but I'm just going to say it. I am so tickled by the fact that the Terrifier has walloped the Joker in the box office. Independent movies are bad. $2 million budget, rated at $40 million already. That Joker movie was like, what, $100 million? Made like $2. Profit. Shit.
Well, I didn't see the original Joker because the people who loved it were
Well, it made $1 billion. Made $1 billion there.
Well, that's why I was like the neckbeard Mom's Basement people love it. I mean, I hate it. But they hate the new one. And so I'm like, I don't know about that. You know what I mean? Plus, I mean, I'll watch that bitch do fucking anything.
Yeah. I think she was not very rich, and that was one of the problems. Let's see. What is the funniest unplanned thing that happened during a tour, on stage or off? Oh, definitely Kelly in the middle of the highway in Australia.
Have you told you guys this before?
Yeah. Kelly was trying to get to the theater venue, and she was using Google Maps, but for driving. And she was
half her drag makeup with her suitcase, and she's following the driving Google Maps. So Kelly Mansell and Sydney walks up the freeway. And is truly Eileen Warno singing down the freeway. And she calls the tour people like, can you come get me? And they're like, where are you? She's like, I'm the freeway on foot.
I'm not even surprised that she just like hitchhiked, got into like an 18-wheeler, and never heard from her again.
She's like, we were going to Belfast, and she's like, we're going to Belgium. I said, we're not. We're not. It was that time we had to charter a private plane because of the weather. And we had to charter a plane just for our team, which was expensive as hell. We couldn't miss the show. Like, so we're on a plane, and Kelly, she goes over and she goes, we're going to Belgium. I was like, we're not. Let's see. Will from Bulmer. Tracy Tremblay. How do you tell your severely balding friend to shave that gopher?
Okay, to shave that what?
It says gopher. G-O-L-P-H-E-R. Maybe they meant gopher.
Does this mean like their balding head, like they have a little bit of hair? Or?
We're not bald, so we don't know the terminology.
You know what I would do? Listen, this is something I've gone through myself, and I think you have too. You take it down, you shake them real hard, you slap them, and then you show them a slideshow of Vin Diesel, Jason Statham, Bruce Willis, a few more, and you say, listen, people will still fuck you if you don't have hair. And you need to make $1 billion, so stop crying and pull out the fucking clippers, you bitch. And then you kick them in the face.
weeks in, it's like, hello, darkness, my
Bitch, I was like, maybe I could like pull off the hair transplant surgery and turn you a girl from where? Like I would have to transplant that person's scalp onto my scalp. But if you think of it, you never have to go to the salon or the barbershop, you never have to banter with the guy about the weather or vacations. You can just do it yourself in the shower every other day. It's really cool.
Boy, this is a theater, I'm just stretching. The sitting and drag, I don't like it. I'm gonna stand for a second.
Okay,
I'm so sorry. That feels better. Don't look, I'm just like, oh. Jesus.
I feel like that theme from 2001 Space Odyssey should be playing right now.
What would you guys do if I turn around and it was just my full bush and thing?
Okay, quick question. Do we prefer shaved bald or full bush? Raise your hand if you want it shaved bald. Why? Raise your hand if you want a full bush. Oh, interesting.
Well, this is, I've slept with a lot of straight guys for a while because the gay guys would all recognize me and it would be weird. We talked about this. The gay guys can't get owners because they listen to the pod. So, the straight guys wouldn't know who we were if they wouldn't ask either way, right? But the straight guys, it's always Tommy Pickles shaved to the fucking skin. I'm like, do girls tell you they, I don't know what that is.
I love it. Oh, I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Girl,
It's
no.
just my preference. Now, if you could
It looks fake.
Hey,
But there's no hair, nothing down there. It's very medical. It's a packer. It's a fucking packer. It is. Sorry. Green Bay Packers.
Packer, if you could redesign the pride flag, what would it look like?
Okay. Ooh. This is a tough one. I feel like the pride flag discourse is very difficult.
Okay.
So I think I would just do a close-up of Jennifer Coolidge's face.
It would have to be somehow winking.
Like a GIF, like winking the whole time.
Like a real life gym.
Yeah. Or GIF.
Just a board hole. Like a sheet with a hole in it.
An oil painting of Temple Grandin. I got one for you. Eli from Philadelphia. For Katya, any new book recs I enjoy?
Yes, I do!
They enjoyed Manhunt. They said they enjoyed it.
Well, why did you say that? Because oh my god, that's so weird. You've got to read Cuckoo. Also, I'm going to have it on the pod in November. I'm excited about this, so just pretend to be. A great author and fabulous film critic, Rachel Martin, is going to be on the pod. I'm going to have her on because I've been pestering about it for months. She wrote a book called Manhunt, brilliant. She also has another book out called Cuckoo, and I am halfway through it. It is so good. It's about a gay conversion camp. Ooh, and things get weird. Oh shit! And yeah, you can find her on her Twitter handle is Scumbelievable. She's nasty and wrong. So yeah, Cuckoo. Definitely, you won't regret it. Read it.
Jordan from Mount Airy, Maryland. Is that like a fun place? Yeah, no, Mount Airy. Y'all teased each other about Trixie Cosmetics X Katya collection. We already did that.
Oh, we're doing another one. We're doing another one. We're doing another one.
Well, tell them what you want to call it originally.
The horror palette. Or like, horror's not a swear word.
Well, I think the makeup community is a little bit more sensitive, and they won't like that. Because we were gonna name a lipstick hooker waitress after that song from Hole, and we contacted this coalition of sex workers, and they were like, "Don't use that. Some people hate it."
You were gonna use
The word hooker, hooker waitress,
Yeah.
everybody loves us, and they said, "Don't do that."
I know, I called somebody hooker the other day. Didn't go over very well. But that's because I thought of myself as a hooker one day as well.
How is your mom? Just kidding.
Oh,
This is a great question. Oh, there's no name on it. Okay.
Oh, Diddy. The dildos. How many dildos?
Dildos. Yes, the dildos. Oh, I would want her to talk about Britney Rosie getting pushed at that concert.
And I want her 2 cents on Move Down.
She would think it's Dua Lipa. Let's sing Move Down.
Did you see Dua Lipa on stage with Cher the other day?
No.
It was the Cher was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, so Dua Lipa was out there singing Believe. And, no, Cher comes out with a live mic and just like fucking, her vocals just went. She sounded incredible. She sang from under the table. It was amazing. 117 years old. 117 years old. The perfect pitch.
She's awesome. And I Dua Lipa's awesome.
Yeah, Dua Lipa. Listen, Cher, you have to realize, people, her career is so deep and varied. Cheers! Have you ever seen Dua Lipa in an award-winning motion picture? I think not.
Barbie.
She never won an award for being in a motion. I'm just saying, Cher is so incredible.
Barbie, everyone's always like, how come you weren't in Barbie? And I told them, because they didn't ask. It's that easy.
Well, the only it's, you know, it's a little complicated. They didn't want me in it.
It's not that funny. Daytona from Baltimore. What has been your favorite movie you've seen this year?
Favorite movie?
Yeah.
Come on. I think, this was a great year for movies. This was a really great year for going to the movie theater. Okay? Honestly, the worst. The worst movie I saw this year was Twisters. Let me tell you something. There is a moment in this movie where the girl who's obsessed with chasing tornadoes, her mom says to the love interest, well, you know, she always loved the weather. She always loved the weather.
It's her special interest. Okay. Well, it's always changing. It's everywhere.
Then I watched the OG Twister with Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton. It's really a gripping romantic drama within the maelstrom of a tornado movie. It's really multifaceted.
Yeah. And didn't her dad die in the tornado, right? So she's like,
You got Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt, Philip Seymour Hoffman. You got Carrie Elway. You got fucking that Ali Sheedy. Mary, that cast is packed to the gills with Hollywood talent.
they should do Twisters. So it's Twisters, and the next one will be Twisters is. The Twisters should be played by Brittany with the knives. Wait, did you see this in Drag Race? This is so fucking fierce. Derek Barry posted on the internet that TSA took her fake Britney knives. She posted 2 rounds of knives and said, end of an era. It was like a TSA person rubber gloves holding the knives like they
That stupid bitch doesn't count. She wanted him in her camera. What a devil.
I think I don't want to, you hate it, you guys. I fucking love long legs. I love it. Sometimes I'll be alone at home and I'll be like, let me eat it now. I love it. And then this is from Iman. They put a love letter.
Oh my god.
We know 47 directors say Iman, so we got it. From DC, what is your favorite meme that has come from the podcast? Hashtag favorite meme.
Oh, not the.
That's what we
That fucking bitch is literally like a meme factory blowing black smoke into the atmosphere, churning 24/7. T.S. Madison, if you're not familiar with T.S. Madison, you are missing out on a major cultural moment. That word is so fucking funny.
she's so
to be done. We're about to be done. However,
What do you tell them what's going to happen?
we're all going to rise and sing the national anthem.
So we're going to stand up, and we're going to walk up. The music's going to start, we're going to walk, and you guys are going to clap. And then you're going to keep clapping until we are gone. Again, you keep clapping